You've heard of creatine, right? It's one of the most popular supplements in the world, but man, it is surrounded by myths. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and get to the real science of what's actually happening inside your body when you take it. Let's dive in.
This quote pretty much says it all. For so many of us, the first time we hear about creatine, it's in whispers. You hear it in the gym, people talking like it's some kind of secret, shady substance, almost like it's cheating or something unnatural.
So what is the deal? Is it some kind of artificial booster? Or is it something our bodies are already totally familiar with? In this explainer, we're going to put the gym gossip aside and look at the actual hard science. To really get to the bottom of this and to bust these myths, we have to start at square one. What even is creatine?
Okay, so this is the most important thing to get right off the bat. Creatine isn't some weird chemical brewed up in a factory. It's a totally natural compound. Your own body makes it from amino acids. Yep, the exact same building blocks that make up the protein you eat. Your body already knows it and it knows what to do with it.
So we get this stuff in two main ways. First, from our diet. If you eat things like beef or fish, you're already getting about 1 to 2 grams a day. But our bodies are also pretty amazing. Your liver and kidneys actually produce their own supply from those amino acids. This means we're never totally empty, though if you're a vegetarian or vegan, your starting levels are naturally going to be lower.
And once creatine gets into your bloodstream, where does it go? Well, it makes a beeline straight for your muscles. About 95% of all the creatine in your body is just sitting there, stored in your muscles, basically acting like a fully charged battery pack, just waiting to be used.
So what does this stored up creatine actually do? Well, this is where it gets really cool. The best way to think about it is like your body's own personal turbo button, made for those really short, explosive moments of power. Let's see how it works.
All right, a quick science lesson. I promise it's painless. Every single thing your body does, from lifting a huge weight to just blinking your eyes, is powered by one molecule, ATP. You can think of ATP as pure cellular energy. When your muscles work, they spend their ATP.
And this is where creatine becomes the hero of the story. When you spend that ATP, it turns into a low-energy version called ADP. But that creatine you have stored in your muscles, it swoops in, donates a part of itself, a phosphate, to that tired-out ADP, and bam, instantly recycles it back into a fresh, high-energy ATP molecule, ready to go again. It's an incredibly fast, one-step reaction, perfect for those first 5 to 10 seconds of all-out effort.
And you can see it right here in this study on sprinters. Look at the chart. As they're sprinting full out, their direct energy, their ATP levels barely dips. Now why is that? It's because their creatine phosphate stores are taking a nosedive. The creatine is literally sacrificing itself to rapidly rebuild ATP and keep the engine running at full throttle.
So all of this science is fascinating, right? But it all leads to the one question we all really care about. If this natural system is so critical, can adding more creatine into the mix actually make us better? In other words, can we top off the tank? Can we pack more of this instant fuel into our muscles? And does that actually translate into better performance in the real world? Let's see what the research says. The science on this is honestly not even a debate anymore. It is crystal clear. After literally hundreds of studies, the answer is a resounding, definitive yes. Supplementing with creatine works.
For most people, taking a creatine supplement can boost the amount of creatine stored in their muscles by a pretty huge margin. We're talking somewhere between 10 and 40% more. That's like installing a much, much bigger fuel tank for all your high-intensity work.
So how do you do it? Well, the standard dose that's been proven effective time and time again is simple, just 5 grams a day. That's the amount that really helps saturate your muscles. To get that much from food, you'd have to eat pounds of meat every day. So yeah, a supplement is just way, way more practical. But, and this is a really crucial point, you have to understand how it works. Creatine is not a magic powder that makes you stronger overnight. That's not it. Its real superpower is letting you sustain that peak effort for just a little bit longer. So maybe on a heavy set of squats where you'd normally fail at 6 reps, you can now grind out 8 or 9. It's that extra work, added up over weeks and months, that actually drives the long-term strength and muscle gains.
Okay, so we know it works. But performance is one thing. Safety is, of course, everything. So let's tackle the worries that always seem to pop up, especially around things like side effects and kidney health.
Well, the most common side effects people talk about are usually pretty minor, and a lot of people don't get them at all. You might see a little bit of weight gain at first, but that's just because creatine pulls water into your muscle cells, which isn't a bad thing. The idea that it causes muscle cramps, the data on that is super weak. And some people might get an upset stomach, but that often depends on the person and when they take it. All right, let's clear up the biggest concern you hear: kidneys. Almost all this confusion comes down to two words that sound almost identical, but are completely different things. Creatine is the fuel stored in your muscles. Creatinine is just the harmless waste product that's left over after creatine is used, and it's the kidney's job to filter it out.
So here's the bottom line. Based on decades of research, yes, taking extra creatine can make your creatinine levels go up a little bit. That makes sense, right? But study after study after study has shown that for people with healthy kidneys to begin with, creatine is perfectly safe and has no negative long-term effects.
So when you step back and look at all the science, the picture becomes really clear. Creatine isn't some shady drug or a performance shortcut. It's really about optimizing a natural energy system that your body already uses every single day. It's about giving your muscles a little more of the high-octane fuel they need to do the hard work you're asking them to do. Which kind of leaves you with one last question. Is that a shortcut, or is it just training smarter?